Today we are doing a beginner workout for your core. Here we go. Before we get started, I want to tell you about my 4-week Back to Basics challenge starting January 7th, 2024. It will be 4 weeks of workouts and mindset, all about setting us up with confidence and empowerment in our bodies. You're going to feel encouraged and you're going to find joy in movement as we build those basics and habits that we need to move forward. It's going to be held in my Unlimited community and the sign up is below. Our workout today is going to focus on your core. That means we're working not only our abdominal muscles, but also our back and our hips. We're going to make sure that we strengthen and find mobility so that we're strong in that entire core region. So this will have moves that are appropriate for any fitness level, and we're going to start on all fours. So you're going to have your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And for just one round, I want you to round your spine. We're just going to do this one time. And then arch. And then what I want you to do is find a point halfway between those two. So you have basically a flat back position. And you're going to bring your right arm out in front of you. And then bring it back down. And then the left arm. And back down. Now, do the right arm again. And if that's okay for you, lift your left leg at the same time. If not, just do the arm. Okay, pause for a moment, bring it back, and then the other side. And you're gonna continue here for a few reps while I talk to you about your core. So you may imagine core work as being only crunches and only abdominal work. And I am here as a physical therapist of 20 years to tell you that is not the only thing you need to be doing. And in fact, you can do a lot of core work without doing a single crunch. Your core is really important for function and balance and posture and strength, but it includes your back, it includes your obliques, it includes your hip muscles. So we're working all of those things today in a way that will make you feel nice and strong in that core. Okay, we're gonna do one more each side. So bring the right arm and the left leg out, hold it here, and I want a little pulse, up, up. And again, if that's not accessible to you, that's okay. 3, 2, 1, bring it back down, other side. An important thing to remember about me and working with me, pulse if you're able, is you pick the thing that's right for you. So maybe you just do the arm. Maybe you just do the leg. Maybe you pulse. Last one, bring it back down. And if none of that works for you, that's okay too. You rest and jump in when you're able to. Okay, now on this next one, I want you to separate your knees slightly. Bring the left arm up towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach it up. And then bring it in front. Reach it back behind. If you can, keep your eyes on your hand. So I know this can be a lot harder than it looks once you get into it. So again, just do what's accessible to you, but this is important as we start to open up our upper spine and as we really get into some mobility in the spine. Good, bring that arm back down. So we're warming up the abs. Like I can tell you right now, I feel my abs working. Right arm comes up, reach, reach, reach. Bring it forward and then up and back. And up. So I use moves like these with my clients all the time. I use them myself for every surgery I've ever had, which is multiple. I come back to moves like this to start to build my core. Nice, bring that back up and then bring it back down and just scooch back for a moment for a child's pose and walk yourself back up. And you're gonna bring your legs around in front of you. Your legs are gonna be straight, mat distance apart, and pull the toes back towards you. So the first thing you're trying to do is find an upright position right here, which again, can be harder than it looks. If you have tight hamstrings, this can be hard. So you can bend your knees slightly if needed. Bring your hands behind your head, and inhale, rotate to your left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. So I am guessing if you are here doing this workout, you are interested in having a stronger core, which is great, really important to have that. And it's possible that you've looked for that other places and found workouts that just make you do 100 crunches or make everything burn, might make your neck hurt. And it's not necessarily that the workout was a bad workout. It's that it didn't address all the needs of the core. It didn't address the foundation and the pieces that we need to even be able to do a crunch. All right, so just believe in yourself to be here in this moment right now and believe that you're doing something really good for your core. Bring your arms in front, legs together. And now we're gonna roll onto our back. So if you're able to, I want you to see if you can just roll down one vertebrae at a time. And if that's not accessible, it's fine. You can get onto your back however you want. Oh, nice job. Let's bend the knees and bring our hands behind our head. Thumbs at the base of your skull, elbows are wide. Tailbone is down. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin first, and then see if you can lift your head and then your shoulder blades off. And then roll back down. We're gonna do a few right here. So yes, we're going into a basic crunch. We also call this a chest lift in the Pilates world. So I want you to notice a few things. You are tucking your chin. You are not holding an orange, okay? No need to do that. It's just gonna cause neck strain. You can just hold a little walnut. You're rolling up. See if you can look kind of down at your hip crease or down towards your belly button. Another thing is to keep the tailbone down. Don't lift it up. So your tailbone stays down. And then the final thing to notice is you're actually trying to get your shoulder blades off. If you only lift your head, then you're doing a neck sit-up, which is really hard on those little neck muscles. So, believe it or not, the higher you get, the less strain you'll have in your neck. Now, yes, it's harder for your abs. Absolutely. So that strength will come. And if you need to, if you're getting neck strain, you can lay on a pillow for this so you start a little higher and do it from there. On this one, roll up, stay there. Roll to your left. So you're twisting to your left. And then back to center, twist to the right, back to center. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. One more each side. You got it. And then roll back down. Nice job. Slide your hands to your sides. Keep your legs where they are, so they're hip distance here, feet flat. Take an inhale. And exhale, curl your tailbone and roll yourself up into a bridge. So we're lifting our hips. You inhale when you get to the top, and then exhale to roll down. We're gonna do a few like that. So you inhale at the bottom. Exhale, curl. You're trying to peel off one backbone at a time. And then you inhale at the top to pause, and then you exhale to roll down. And if you're wondering what in the world this has to do with your core, it has a lot to do with your core. We are working your glutes and your hamstrings, okay? Hip muscles. If you think of your core like a box, your hips are the base, the foundation of that box. They're super important. And then staying mobile in your spine is really important too, because we can't even really properly balance or activate our abs unless we've released some of those tightnesses we have either in our spine or in our hips. Just think of it all as a system that works together. The crunches are just one piece of that system. Okay, roll up and either now continue with about 4 more bridges or stay here and see about lifting the right leg, lower, left leg, lower. This might even look familiar to you. I know some of you watching are here because you've had back pain or back problems. Probably your doctor or physical therapist recommended some core work or physical or Pilates work. This again is an exercise I use with my own clients quite a bit, so it might look familiar to you. One more each side. Inhale, pause. Exhale, curl and roll down. Nice job. All right, one more here. We're getting into our lower abdominal muscles. I want you to think about how your back is kind of laying on the ground here. Just notice whatever space you have. You might have a lot, you might have a little. Whatever it is for you is fine. You are just gonna notice that. Then we're gonna bring one leg up to what we call tabletop, and then lower it back down, and then the other leg. And your goal is to keep that exactly the same in your spine. Don't let it flatten, don't let it arch. And now if this is enough for you, stay here. If you're ready for the next level, what you're gonna do is lift the right leg, keep it there, lift the left, lower the right, lower the left, and then alternate, left up. Keep the back the same, right up, then left down, and then right down. Okay, so this is the next step to working those lower abdominals. Again, after each abdominal surgery I've had to start with just that marching. Like right away, those lower abs turn off. And then eventually I'll get back to what I'm doing in my intermediate and advanced Pilates, but it always comes back to these stepping stones. It always comes back to these basics. We have to have this first. Okay, one more progression of this if you choose to do it. Stay here with both legs in tabletop, tap, lift, tap, lift. 4 more wherever you are, okay? And if you are just resting, by all means, stay there and rest. Each time you do the workout, you'll probably be able to do a little bit more. Nice job. And then let's all hug the knees in. All right, roll onto your left side. Have the knees bent. You want your hips stacked, your heels are in line with your tail, and lift your top knee and lower. Another one that might look familiar to you, that maybe you've even thought, oh my gosh, clamshells again? Yes, they are, again, the foundation piece to so much we do in Pilates, to so much we do in real life, to strengthening those hips. And not only are we working the hip, you're working something important in your low back called rotational stability, meaning can you keep your back where it is when you rotate from the hip? There is a method to the madness, believe it or not. Okay, one more. Nice job. Take your time. We're gonna come up and go to the other side. We're gonna stack the hips. Heels are in line with the tail. When you're ready, lift the knee and lower. My feet stay together. And you can tell just by how much I'm talking. I know I talk a lot and I explain a lot because I am truly passionate about the power of these basics, the power of building a foundation. It will help you feel safe in your body. It will help you start to feel empowered. It will encourage you to do more movement because when you know there's a reason for it, when you know it makes a difference, you'll be more motivated to continue. So even just 10 or 15 minutes a day as a stepping stone is so important. Nice job. One more. Awesome. And then from here, roll onto your stomach. We're in the home stretch. Onto your stomach here. Have the legs about hip distance apart, your hands underneath your shoulders. And when you're ready, inhale, you're going to lift your head and your chest. Just a small little upper back lift. And then lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. And then we're all going to meet back in child's pose. So you can roll to your side and get there, or if you want a little bigger stretch, separate your legs and press yourself up into that, what we call swan position here in Pilates. Take your time, and then we're all going to meet Back in child's pose. Take one more deep breath. Walk yourself back and restack your spine. Bring the right arm up towards the ceiling and then stretch over to the left. And if you're not happy on your knees, you can just have a seat and do this. Restack. Right arm down. Left arm up and over. Back up. And then we're going to inhale both arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe look up towards your hands. And exhale, hands back down. And great job. Give yourself a big congratulations. Remember, using consistent movement, starting to trust your body, feeling safe during certain moves, and building those habits will make the difference long term. I will see you on your mat soon.